Hi, tonight's video is going to be about the great week the conservatives had. It was really a good news all around for the conservatives. It started off with an enormous victory he had with the travel ban. I'm not supposed to call it a ban, but I believe it is a ban, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having a travel ban. It's my opinion anyways. And also, when he had this victory, it's good news for the wall too, because it really shows that the Supreme Court will be on his side when it comes down to immigration. And of course, there was other really great news in the Supreme Court, which I'll get to a little bit later. But for now, I'm going to talk about this travel restriction ban, whatever you want to call it, and why it's good news. Because when we ban somebody from a country or restrict their traveling arrangements we have with them, it's usually for a great reason. Because, like Trump said, they're not sending the best. It's not just Mexico that's not sending their best. There's other countries too. Honduras, El Salvador, North Korea, which Trump might run into a little bit of trouble. It already seems like they may have gone back on their reneged on their agreement already, North Korea. Like I said, I wasn't gonna get really big on that until I wait a while but we'll see what happens there. But so it's very important to be able to do that, to restrict people. But restricting the wall and ending the reason for refugees to want to come here because of the freebies. We end the welfare state, and simultaneously with the wall and restricting immigration, we'll be a great nation. Again, we'll be a great nation. That's my opinion on that. But also, Trey Gowdy has been in the news today too. He really went down hard on Horowitz in front of Congress. So it looks like people were saying some things about Trey Gowdy, but I think he's just thinking about running for president. We'll have to see what goes on there. So the biggest news of them all, and the greatest news, I think, is for the pro-life people. With Justice Kennedy retiring July 31st, Trump will definitely do his very best to nominate someone and get them in office in his job as a Supreme Court Justice by the end of October. And that could be the October surprise on what happens with the Supreme Court. The October surprise could be when other states start to reverse their laws on immigration. I mean, not immigration, on abortion, and it goes to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court turns out, rules in favor of the state's decision to, make abortion illegal, and then eventually Roe versus Wade will be overturned. I've heard on MSNBC some of their news anchors saying in 18 months Roe versus Wade may be overturned. So we'll see what goes on there. So until next time, this is Brett Douglas. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.